Only 8 teams have ever done that. 7 of them went on to win the title. As Boston gets free and lays it in.
I love her tenacity and kind of all the other things like offensive rebounding that she can do.
Knocked away. Boston comes up with a steal. Here's Mitchell veering through the paint and lays it in.
Mitchell's so quick, and especially when she gets out in the open floor, you'll see her coming down. The quick left to right crossover just gets by.
I'd be stunned if she's not first team this season.
I agree with you completely. She will be on my first team.
Boston in the paint, sneaks through 2 and lays it in. Here comes Sims. Pedaling into the paint, leaning and hitting a 10-0 run to start this game for Indiana and Minnesota.
Thursday, the playoffs start Sunday. That's going to be a tough turnaround for some of those teams.
Right, especially when something is going to be on the line for so many of those teams. Boston can't finish. Howard can. Sims accelerates, floats, and drops it in. Playing in her 8th game with the Fever in their ever-expanding roster because of their injuries. Williams went for the steal. Power sticks the jumper from 3.
That was the clear side of the floor, and Natisha Heidemann read the defense beautifully.
Howard, good position on the interior. Draws 2, kicks it out. Powers, you bet! Back-to-back threes from Aerial Powers. Caitlin Clark, euphoric on the bench. Here's Boston off the steal. Coast to coast, heading for 2. A 12-point Indiana lead, a 12-4 run. Here's Powers weaving and dropping it home. 8 straight from Aerial Powers. Here is Heidemann. Handing it off to Williams. Back to Heidemann. Has it stolen by Sims. Odyssey Sims now in transition. Bends off and gets fouled.
I thought she was sprinting. I didn't think she was lumbering.
It was a lumber sprint.
Up for the big girl.
Mitchell like a blur. That's a sprint.
Oh, great defensive start on that possession for Minnesota. They did a really nice job boggling things down on the block and then getting the steal as well. She kind of has a knack for knowing exactly when to deliver it.
This is a player who didn't play point guard at all until a couple of years ago. As Duntis hits the 3. Here's Petty, a deep 3. It is good. Indiana is 4 for 4.
It was picked up mid-season by the Indiana Fever here. Courtney Williams gets caught behind the screen. Petty steps in with time and space, able to drain it.
I mean, she's shooting. Hell in the corner, not that time. First miss from 3 tonight for Indiana, but then Carlton gives it right back, and Howard cashes in. Sims on the follow, that second effort.
A great pass by Smith, and out of the timeout, we saw Cheryl Reeve setting up a play to get Shepard a touch inside. She was able to finish on it.
Mitchell connects on a 3. Hull off to Sims. Sims, the leaning jumper is good. Odyssey Sims. Here's Mitchell trying to find the needle and does. Just serving it in with the left hand.
To perform like this, but they have 5 different players almost at all times who can bring the ball up the floor. Usually 4 or 5 who are adept at making shots from deep. I mean, you just saw a big there creating her own look as well from Natasha Howard. Career high in terms of her field goal percentage, and you see her here, the little spin to the middle. That's a tough shot. Fade away, gets it to...
Aerial Powers made a big impact off the bench in the first half. Here's Mitchell, open 3. Is good. Williams. Turner finds the cutter. Sims using the window on a really nice pass. Mitchell draws 2 defenders, races away. Hull Steps inside and puts it in. Really patient. Odyssey Sims with 13. Kelsey Mitchell with 12. Jessica Shepard with 12. Alana Smith with 11. Here's Hull. Another.
Kelsey Mitchell.
Here's Boston. Draws two. Extra feed. Mitchell. You got it. 8 points in 7 minutes for Kalundakova. Hull. Able to flag down the board. Mitchell. Again. You're not going to get pro athletes, especially ones that have been around for a while, to do 3, 4, 5 different things throughout the course of the season. Completely remake their role. Extra feed. Back to Mitchell. Wants to pop. Mitchell gives it up. Turner lays it in.
A couple of big possessions in a row, though, from Indiana, moving the ball against this wide open looks as a result.
Passed away. Dunkers on the steal. Here comes Sims. A little hop. As she took it inside the arc. Boston able to finish, but she was getting hugged, but was persistent. Jess Shepard and Kalundakova will play a role for the Lynx if they're going to claim that 5th championship. Duntis buries the 3. 2 players who were not a part of the equation a season ago.
Over the top of the on-ball screen.
Here's Boston laying it in off the window.
Would be focusing on that one as kind of the front court matchup. You know, Alyssa Thomas now is having this incredible year with Phoenix. She is still without a championship.
And she has had, went to a game 5 against Washington in 2019. Lost in 4 a couple of years ago to Vegas. The Aces won their first back-to-back title. Kalundakova of the follow.